Bumper to bumper, that's what tailgating is. So if, for instance, something immediately happens to that vehicle in front, you run into him. So you have to avoid tailgating. Avoid tailgating other vehicles, okay?
In a bid to further enhance the understanding of the Nigerian Army drivers on the principles and practice of defense driving and driving etiquette, the Nigerian Army Corps of Supply and Transport has commenced the third defensive driving and driving etiquette workshop for no fewer than 160 drivers from the Nigerian Army formations, departments and establishments in Abuja. The workshop, scheduled to be held only on weekends in two batches, started on Saturday, 3rd May 2025, with the theme Enhancing the Nigerian Army Drivers' Capabilities in Offensive Driving and Driving Etiquette for Efficient Service Delivery, and we end on Sunday, 11th May 2025. Declaring the workshop open, the special guest of honor and Commander Corps of Supply and Transport, Major General Adekunle Adebayo Adeyinka, ably represented by the Chief of Staff, Headquarters Nigerian Army Corps of Supply and Transport, Brigadier General Uchenna Christian Eze, hinted that the workshop is one of the several training workshops the Nigerian Army has scheduled for its drivers, and the initiative will improve the efficiency and effectiveness of the drivers at various levels, thereby contributing to the safety and equipment and protection of lives and properties.
Now, the success of this program is not going to be measured by the amount of knowledge they have delivered, but by the amount of knowledge we're able to gain from them. I hope you are hearing me. It's something they already know, something they have been practicing. But the questions we want you to come up and let me ask this question. However, to break it down, these people you're seeing are drivers. We are not bringing them to train them to become drivers. They're already drivers. But like I mentioned in the opening remarks, the Army has continued to acquire new variants of vehicles. These drivers have to be brought to speed to familiarize them with the new gadgets, new functions that the facilities that come with these new variants of vehicles. Then again, the Army continues to procure vehicles, to enhance our operational and administrative needs. These vehicles now, day to day, their prices continue to skyrocket. This training now will help the soldiers know how to use these vehicles, how to maintain them, so that we save costs, that would have been spent if they are misused. So it is to bring them up to ensure that they make maximum use of the features in the new vehicles. They know how to maintain the vehicles, and like we talked about the defensive driving, to know how best to use these vehicles and use the road without getting involved in accidents.
He urged the participants of the training workshop to make the best of the workshop through active participation in all aspects of the training.
You are free to clear your doubts. Ask questions, but every question they ask you either for you national knowledge.
Now, this brings me to the aim of this presentation, which is to acquaint you with the importance of defensive driving with a view to having professional drivers in the Nigerian Army. And to achieve this, the presentation will cover characteristics and qualities of defensive driving. A good defensive driver should possess the following qualities or characteristics. 1. Knowledge. How do you drive vehicle when you don't have knowledge of that vehicle and knowledge of the road? Now, alertness. Several things happen on the road, and if you're not alert when you're driving, you run into accidents.
Some of the engines, you see the oil
Very
rating,
good.
the oil rating
And the
cover.
cover, yes.
Yes, you see rating maybe 0W20 or 20W50, like that, depending on them. But it doesn't really matter because these oils or these vehicles are not used. They are not. They are out. They have been manufactured out. So depending on now the oil that is best for us in the country. So it's for you to know the oil that is best for you in the country. But it's good to use original oil.
We are here to, like what our Brigadier General said earlier, is just to sensitize the Nigerian Army drivers on defensive driving and the basic maintenance on the vehicles. The most important is not acquiring the vehicle, but the maintenance and the safety of the people that are driving the vehicles. So it's a very vital issue in this regard, and we have to take it very, very serious. So that's why we are here. We are professional. I'm a mechanical engineer by profession. I have a master's degree in business admin. I have my vocational certificate as a mechanic. So we have a wealth of experience in this. So we've been doing this training for different people.
Others present are the Third Defensive Driving and Driving Etiquette Workshop 2025, where Brigadier General Isa Ahmed, Managing Director of Supply and Transport Driving School, Brigadier General Solomon Air, Commander of Army Headquarters Garrison Supply and Transport Brigade, staff officers from Headquarters Guards Brigade, facilitators from Headquarters Nigerian Army Corps of Supply and Transport, and resource persons, a team of experts from Toyota Auto Company, among others. Spy TV News report that developing defensive driving capabilities helps to improve the Nigerian Army's drivers' awareness of potential hazard and other road users' action by taking proactive actions to avoid an accident. Olayemi Eso, Spy TV.